I know he wants to play with Chris Paul and Carmelo Anthony, and LA makes sense, whether it's the Clippers or less likely, I think, but Jalen
it ain't gonna be the
no
Clippers.
more, the Lakers.
Sorry, Marcellus.
Man.
The point keeps coming back, that's not enough to beat Golden State. And I agree, that's not enough to beat Golden State. And so if we start with a template that LeBron is correct, that all people remember is how chipped up you were, and that KD saw that and realized, oh, I'm joining a super team already, boo-hoo, yeah. They're not gonna remember that in 20 years. They're gonna remember that I was the dominant player of this era. If that's the premise, there's only one place for LeBron to go. That's the San Antonio Spurs.
Ugh.
Because if he look at the history of the league, people. The history of the league. Oh, it's a point guard driven league. You need a point guard and a stretch four. Like hell you do. What you need is a great dominating wing, two-way wing player and a big, or two great two-way wing players, LeBron and Wade, Jordan and Pippen, right? LeBron and Kawhi. With Popovich and that staff surrounding them with exactly what they want, will be a better team than the Golden State Warriors. When push comes to shove, they will at the very least compete for supremacy on a year in and year out basis. It will be unclear who gets out of the West. It will also address the issue of LeBron never played in the West against that competition, blah, 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 blah.
I like it.
And for everyone who's saying, well, he went and joined Popovich, that's a weak move. Again, no one gonna remember that. What they're gonna remember is who won the chips. San Antonio's the spot if we're chasing rings.
Get him.
So there's the score of the game and there's the game of life. LeBron James left Cleveland initially to go to Miami to get the championship glory. He said when he came back to Cleveland, he wanted to deliver a championship. Did he deliver?
Yeah. Showed up.
Akron.
So now that he delivered, he can bounce. And if he does bounce when he becomes a free agent after next year, which I think is going to happen, because now he's trying to be a mogul as well. You know who's in the front office of the Los Angeles Lakers?
OG Magic Johnson.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that Hall of Fame mogul can now show LeBron how to become the first billion-dollar athlete. That's what he's talking about doing. Yes, he wants to win the chip.
Right.
But he wants to get real money. He's not a businessman.
He's a
He's
businessman.
Yeah.
And so all of his moves have been calculated. We talked about this with KD earlier. KD said LeBron paved the way. He continues to do so. Think about this. He's on a team right now basically with players that he indirectly represents. Just think about that for a second. Think Tristan Thompson, J.R. Smith, okay? So LeBron James is thinking, yes, I want to
I
win.
never thought about that.
Get
That
some
is
better
crazy.
clients.
Right.
Right? I love that roster.
Right. And so from that, of course, he wants to win as many championships as possible. And ultimately, however, he will transition into trying to be that billion-dollar
And
athlete.
Jalen, where does he have a $20 million house?
It is in
That
Brentwood.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Just
yes.
checking.
We know about that. I hate to be this guy, but both of you guys are wrong, and it shows because you guys didn't really think it through. Like, you know, before our show starts, we have time to do prep and research. I would like y'all to show up and actually do that part of the show, because the reality is this dude shows up
need to research.
5 minutes before airtime.
Yeah, let me show you what I
natural
do.
talent.
Let me show you my
He was working security
Oh, no
outside
emails.
until right before the show.
Let me give it to you real. One, San Antonio can't happen. Cap space. Look, you said LeBron and Kawhi will be amazing. Yeah, it will be amazing because nobody else will be on that damn team. That's why Chris Paul can't even go there. Look, they have $6 million of cap space. To get more, up to $22 million of cap space, they got to get rid of maybe Pau Gasol, Dedmon, and they got to look at Simmons. So,
Aldridge, too.
And Aldridge. So, hold on. You ain't going there if you're LeBron because you won't have a team. You won't have a crew. You'll have two guys.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
All right. So, I like that in principle, but then when you look at it in reality, that's not going to be enough of a team to go against Golden State. And you're in the West, so you won't even make the damn finals. Now, you. Looking at Magic Johnson, I love you. And that's a great way to conceptualize it. But you can do that from afar. You don't have to play for Magic Johnson to learn from Magic Johnson. His respect for you is going across for whether you're in Cleveland, San Antonio, Clippers, wherever. LeBron James is staying still. LeBron James is going to be a Cleveland Cavalier for the near future. And I tell you why. You do not trade in a 25 years young Kyrie Irving to go to San Antonio and have no crew, go to the Clippers and lose 2 of their stars.
Who's better, Kawhi or Kyrie?
Oh,
By the way, time out.
Kawhi
Who's better, Kawhi or KD? Because I seem to recall Kawhi up 23 points on these same Warriors that the Cavs can't get a whiff against.
Yeah.
Kawhi right now has established himself as the second best player.
But you're moving the argument. You're moving the argument because it will be LeBron, Kawhi, and they wouldn't have the assets around them.
Shaq and Kobe, how many assets did they need?
They needed Derek Fisher to come show up.
Yeah, they can get the Derek Fishers.
You need some guys to show up with you.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
And hold on, Shaq and Kobe didn't have another team with 4 All-Stars.
When the 2 best players on earth are on the same team, I mean, you got number 2 and 3 on the Warriors. That's a lot to
That
deal
was
with.
good in the early 2000s. In 2017 going forward, you need 4, it looks like.
Popovich wouldn't be able to figure that out, probably.
I don't
probably
think
wouldn't
so.
be able to figure that out.
I don't see that.
Just this season, LeBron James was in the media talking about the team not spending the quality of dollars needed to put together a championship-level team.
That's true.
So they went out and got Darren Williams. They went out and got Kyle Korver.
Yeah.
They signed Andrew Bogut, who initially got injured. They only have 14 roster spots. You know why teams carry 14 roster spots? To save money on the last spot. So in this salary cap sport, Dan Gilbert's going to have to decide, is he going to really spend the luxury tax to keep this team together? And you talking about beating the Golden State Warriors with Kyrie? They're going to lose to the Golden State Warriors with Kyrie anyway.
Okay, listen.
This year.
Yeah,
But you don't want to lose in the conference
they
finals.
don't have enough.
You don't want to lose in the conference finals. And since you want to talk money, now you're going to make my Clipper fandom come out. Sorry, Chip City time.
Oh,
if you want to talk about spending money,
it's not happening.
Luxury tax, who's the richest owner in sports?
It is not happening.
Who is the richest owner in sports?
Bomber.
Steve Ballmer.